Congratulations on completing your final exercise. Let's first make sure we're working in the correct source code file. I'll open up the P1 Exercises source code. We'll get started by creating the function. Scroll in the code file to just below the Define Mutually Exclusive section. Let's define our function. Since it's best practice to use a verb in the name, I'll call mine fn parse blue string. Next, we need to create a variable to accept the string we're going to parse. Obviously, since a string is just an array of characters, the data type will be char, and I'll name it s2parse, because as you read this in English, you'd say string to parse. And let's give it a size of 18, since we know all the return strings are the same length, 18 bytes. Close the parentheses and open a set of curly braces. Now we can move the string parsing code from the data event string handler. Here's another helpful tip. Because we're going to be bouncing back and forth between this function and the data event, I'm going to add a bookmark. With your cursor on the line you wish to bookmark, right-click and select Bookmark. I'll scroll down to the data event and add a bookmark here as well. Instead of scrolling back and forth, now we can simply press F2 to jump between these two bookmarks. Let's get back to moving our code into the function. We need to leave local var char s from blue 50 and s from blue 50 gets data.text. Everything else gets pasted into the function. Instead of copying and pasting, I'm going to just cut out what I need. Start with the status byte and checksum byte variables. Once those are pasted into the function, go back down and get the rest. Cut out everything from the status byte assignment on, and then paste that as well into the function. Take care to ensure proper formatting so that all the braces line up and there are no extra indentations. Since you're cutting and pasting from within another set of braces, it's entirely possible things don't line up quite right. Fix any formatting errors. Now, recompile the code to ensure the copy-paste didn't cause any errors or warnings. Notice we have an error. It says S from blue 50 is not defined. This is because we have yet to change our status byte and checksum byte assignment statements. The string we are parsing is now s2parse. Change both of these statements and recompile. 0 errors and 0 warnings. Perfect. Let's jump back down to our data event one more time. Now that our function's built, we need to call the function. To call the function, just type the name of the function, fn parse blue string. Then add a set of parentheses. Inside the parentheses, you want to pass s from blue 50 into the function. So that variable goes inside the parentheses. Add a semicolon and we're done. Compile your code and that's it. Now, instead of 40 lines of code inside the string handler, we only have 3. This helps keep the code organized and more readable. Congratulations, you did it! You've finished the final exercise in the Programmer 1 course.